This is Marloomz Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to make baby Ariel on your loom. For today you're going to need red bands, skin color, purple, and teal. I use the Rainbow Loom's jelly teal for her mermaid fin, and 2 black bands for her eyes. And if you don't have, if you want to use beads, I used the Creatology from, I believe it was Michael's, and they're 4mm by 7mm, and that's the eyes that I'm using for today. Again, if you don't have that, it's okay, you can use 2 bands. And for the eyes, if you want it to look as thick, then you can use the bands that are a little bit more rounded. And that's what you're going to need for today. So gather red bands, 2 black if you don't have beads, skin, purple, and jelly teal. I'm going to make Ariel's hair. And I already pre-made 3 of them, and on her I added 4 links. I like the way it looks thicker. You can add less if you want her to be, more babyish. And just take a single and go down 8 times. And then once you go down on the 8th band, you're going to cap it. So I'm going to take a single, wrap it around that peg 4 times, and then I'm just going to loop it. And you're going to make 3 more of these, the same way we just did this one. If you want to pause the video and make 3 more, you could do that. So here are my 4 links for Ariel's hair. And once you have made that, we're going to just make her arms. And we can actually, she's so little, we can actually use the bottom of the loom later. But if you want to make her arms ahead of time, I'm just using 2 skin color and 2 more anywhere in your loom. And then on the last peg right here, a single band wrapped around 4 times. If you want her arms shorter and you don't like this length, then you can make it shorter. I don't like the way it looks shorter and stubby. I just feel like they look a little weird, but I kind of like the way she looks like this. Again, it's preference. If you want it shorter, just only do 2 bands and a cap. So that's one arm. And then you would just repeat the same thing. You could also do it on your loom. You can just take a single, on your hook, take a single skin color and wrap it around 4 times. Grab 2 more. And transfer them onto that band. Take your hook and go through this loop. And then grab 2 more and loop it through. And then that's her arms right there. And then we're going to begin Ariel because she's so little, so any pieces we need we can just use the bottom of the loom anyway. So I'm going to begin by, just make sure you made her hair though, using 2 red bands and starting from the beginning, the top peg, and make sure your middle peg is above the other 2 and that the arrow is facing down on your loom. And then you're going to switch to your skin color. And on this 2 here, and then on this one, you're turning in. And the same on the other side. 2 skin color here, and then turn in. And in the middle is just skin color. So you can just fill that in. And then we're going to create her neck, and then her left and right shoulder. And I'm switching to my dotted band that I purchased at AC Moore. And then placing them like that. And then I'm going to switch back to my skin color and place one on each row. 2 bands at a time. Double bands, but one on each row. And then another skin right here for the middle, so it's kind of like her tummy. And if you want, you can add her arms now, and her other arm, and you can add her hair. I'm going to add 1 link on this peg on the top, 1 link on this one, and the other 2 in the middle. Just makes her hair look a lot fuller, and she has a lot of hair in the movie. And now we're going to be making her actual tail. So grab your jelly bands, and you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th you're turning into this middle peg right here. Again, if you want to make her shorter, if you want to just go down 1, 2 and then turn in on the 3rd, you can do that, and then you can just follow the rest of the steps. That's okay. I happen to like this length, but again, you can go down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then turn in. So 1, 2 here, 1, 2 here, and if you wanted her shorter, you would place it on the diagonal from here to here. But I'm going to go down 1 more, because she's baby, but I don't want her to look so stumpy. And then 1 here. And then on the middle, you're going to fill that in. So in case you can't see because it's blending in, here's her skin band, and we placed 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and then from this peg we turned in. And the same here. So we went down 1, 2, 3 after the skin color and turned in on this peg. And then on the middle, we're just filling in the rest of the jelly bands. And now we're going to make her tail and the side of her, where her hips are, I guess. So you can take a single jelly band and wrap it around your hook 4 times. And then take 2 more bands. And you're going to transfer all that onto that band, those 2 bands. Take your hook, grab the other loop, and then you're placing this on this peg right here. So if you're using the Rainbow Loom, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7th peg from the top, and it's actually right under the skin band. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Take a single band, wrap it around 4 times, a single jelly, then take 2 jelly bands and transfer these onto that jelly. And then just place it on the, this one. And now we're going to make her fin. And again, if you want to make hers shorter and look more stumpy, you can. I just happen to like that length. So you can use the bottom of your loom for this. You can go down, take 2 bands here, 2 bands here, the same thing on the other side. You should have 2 available pegs. So you did 2 here, 2 here, and then just cap the ends with a single band and wrap it around 4 times. And the same on this one. And then just loop that. And you push back all the bands that are capped, grab the bottom 2, loop it forward, and then you can remove this, and you place it on this peg right here, and the same on this one, and you place it on this peg. The same peg, and make sure you have all the loops. It's very slippery using these bands, so just be careful. And now we're going to add her eyes, and I'm going to be using these little beads. And I took off the wrapper, and this is what it looks like. It's by Creatology, and it's 4mm by 7mm, and that's the size I use for her eyes. So I just need 2 blacks, and if you don't, you're going to be using 2 black bands. And I will show you how to do it with the band first. So you take your band, wrap it around your hook 4 times, and you take your other one and do the same. Then you take the color that matches her face, her skin, and you transfer these bands onto that single band. And then you separate it, and that's one eye, the other, and your eyes go on these 2 pegs like this. So it's the second peg, and then you would take your hook and open that band, and then one of the loops go above, and that is how you place your eyes. But I'm using beads because you'll find it's just so much easier, and it makes her look a little cartoonish, which I kind of like. So you take 2 tiny beads and you just slide them through. It makes the project a lot easier. And then place it on this peg, separate the eyes, grab that opening, and place it to the peg above. And then take a skin color band and make a triangle band from here to here on her face. And now we're going to place all the capping bands. So grab a jelly band and stretch it a little because sometimes they're tight. And you grab the single, and after you stretch it a little, take it and wrap it around itself and place it on these 3 pegs. Sorry, this one's a little slippery. On these 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Then do that again. Take a single, wrap it around itself, and place it on these 3 pegs. And take a single and just place it on there, on these 3. Don't wrap it around itself. And then again, another single, and place it on these 3. Don't wrap it around itself. And then grab a skin color band, wrap it around itself, place it on these 3. And that's it for the capping, so we can loop now. So you take your hook, and this is the only part that's going to be a little tricky, and you're going to push back both fins and aim for the very top 2 bands. So for me, the top 2 are going to the middle. If yours happens to go to the left or right, don't worry. Just make sure you are grabbing the right bands. And the next, if you can see, the next top 2 are the ones on here. And maybe hold down the fin because they are slippery. And so the next one went to the left for me. And then the final 2 will go to the right. And that's the only hard part of this project. Not hard, but you know, a little tricky. And then reach in here and push back all these bands. Grab the bottom 2. And if you're still struggling with this, you can pause the video. Reach in here, grab those bottom 2. Grab the middle, loop that forward. Push back the triangle. Grab the 2, loop. Same here. Always make sure that when you enter the pegs and there's a triangle band that you always push it back. Loop the middle. And these. Push that band back, loop this. So you should have a teardrop on 1, 2, 3, 4 on both sides, and 1, 2, 3. We're going to loop the skin band now forward. Now we're reaching in here, and we're pushing all the teal back and grabbing the 2 skin bands. Loop it forward, the same here. And I'm going to loop this all the way to the top. And then the purple. And the purple. And then I am going to grab the skin and bring it to the middle peg. And then this one to the middle peg as well. And then I'm going to reach in here and grab the 2 skin bands on the bottom, bring it forward. Then I'm going to take my hook and grab just the front, the top 2 bands, and mine want to go to the peg above. Then I'm going to grab the other 2, and mine are going to the left, and my final go to the right. So then I'm going to just loop the middle all the way forward. Grab these 2 bands, loop it. Reach into these areas where the cheeks are. Push back all these bands. Grab the bottom 2, loop forward. Same here. Grab the bottom 2, loop forward. There's that little eye band. Make sure you push the eye band back. Grab the red, loop. Same thing. Push that eye band back, grab the red, and loop. And then same here, just grabbing the bottom red bands, bring it to the peg above, to the middle, and the same with these, the middle. So now you're going to grab 2 red bands, which I don't even have with me right now. And let me grab them. Okay, here's 2 red bands. You're going to take your hook and go through all these bands right here, and grab 2 bands, pull them through, and then you're going to pull on the hair, and you're going to, where that hole is, the opening, you're going to grab the bottom 2 the bands that we're holding, and you're going to bring it to the bring it through the hole. And that way when you do the slip knot, it's not slip knotting on her hair. And then take this top band, bring it over, and that's how you make a little slip knot. And then the little slip knot's going to be in the front, which you're not going to want. So you could just pull on her hair again, where that hole is, and put the 2 loops in the back. And now when we take her off the loom, I'm going to do it slowly because I don't like ripping my creations off the loom. And before you shut off the video, because you know what you're doing, some people just don't watch the ending of the videos, I'm going to show you how to fix the tail, because the tail is laying a little funny. So what I do is, first here's her eyes. You can take this band if you want, and you can use it as the scrunchie band. You can wrap it around twice. You can leave her hair loose if you want, doesn't matter. Fix her arms. I take my hook and I go through all the purple bands and I pull it forward so it sticks out a little more because it is her bathing suit top. And then I don't like the way that's laying, so here's the front of my Ariel, and if you can see the proper way for her tail to lay, there's 2 bands right here, not these, but these right here. These 2 bands right here. Put this tail. So if this is your Ariel's tail, if you're holding your Ariel like this, this is her right side. Put that bottom loop and put that tail through it. And now they lean on each other and it lays right. Otherwise it looks funny. You can pull on it. And there is your little baby Ariel. Here's the other one. And if you create the baby Ariel, you can tag me on Instagram using hashtag Marloomz Creations and show me your baby Ariels. And thank you for watching.